Hey everybody, this is GGB and co-host Poppers. Today we're going to be ranking the top 10 quarterbacks in this year's draft class. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button to see more videos like this. Next week's the draft. Hope everyone's excited. So, number one, I'm sure everyone knows, it's 100% Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray has shown great flashes and talent. Threw for 4,361 yards, 42 touchdowns, and he only threw 7 interceptions this year. He has tremendous arm strength and mobility. There's only 2 things I'm worried about. 3, actually, that I'm worried about with Kyler Murray. Number 1 is his size. I know a lot of people saying size doesn't matter now, but he's 5'10", and I just don't know if he's going to be able to see over the offensive line and make the right reads. Number 2, he's taken some unnecessary hits, and I'm just worried that might cause an injury or cause him to fumble. I just don't want that to happen to him. And number 3 is, again, he hasn't played against any real defenses. He's played against Big 12 defenses, probably the worst defenses in the NCAA. Okay, so I think he's the best quarterback, but I would be cautious with that. Number 2, now a lot of people are going to think I'm wrong about this, but I don't think Dwayne Haskins is the second best, and I don't think Drew Lock is the second best. I think the second best is Ryan Finley. Extremely inaccurate, especially under pressure. His only thing that's kind of wrong with him is he has not terrific arm strength. But right now in the NFL, it's a fine. He's not nearly as impressive as Murray's numbers. He only threw for 3,928 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. But I think he's still going to do fine. I think he's the second best quarterback out there. I compare him to a Nick Foles kind of type. He can move. It's not his first option, though, and he makes the right reads. Now, the third best quarterback, a lot of people are going to argue with me about this one as well, is Daniel Jones, the guy from Duke. He's shown an excellent decision-making. He's not the most talented, but he is great at decision-making. I mean, look at the people who are talented, right? Jameis Winston, Nathan Peterman, fantastic in practice, right? Stink in the game. If you find a player that can make the right reads, that's fantastic as a quarterback position can go. This year, he's thrown 2,764 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. The only thing that's wrong with Duke's quarterback and Daniel Jones is that if he's under pressure to avoid a sack, he will just throw the ball up in the air for grabs, and that's just not good. But you can fix that at an NFL level. The best NFL comparison I have to this man is Alex Smith. Now, Dwayne Haskins Jr. I have is my 4th best quarterback at Ohio State this year. He's only had 1 year of experience, which I'm worried about, but he was pretty fantastic this year. Now, I'm also worried about the fact is that 2 more things is that he is not fantastic underneath the pressure, and he is not a runner, which, I mean, he's okay at the college level, but the fact is when he is in the NFL, he's going to have to take off. But Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and Phillip Rivers, they've all been okay with not taking off. So it's not a terrible thing, but it's not a great thing for him either. He threw for 4,831 yards, 50 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions, which is the best of all quarterbacks in the NCAA last year. My NFL comparison to him is Eli Manning. I think he's going to be successful if he goes to the Giants, but I just don't know about anyone. Poppers, you can't leave. You're my co-host. Okay. The 5th best quarterback is Drew Lock, I believe, out of Missouri. He's thrown some beauties of passes in the SEC, but what I'm concerned about with him is that when they played Georgia or Alabama or a tough defense, he crumbled. He didn't throw good passes. I'm worried about that. Last year, he threw for 3,498 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. My NFL comparison to him is Matthew Stafford. Will Grier is the 6th best quarterback in the draft, in my opinion. He almost took the Mountaineers to the playoffs, not falling short to the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Will Grier played against terrible Big 12 defenses, which makes me wonder if he'll be that great in the NFL. Baker Mayfield proved us wrong that he is short and he could compete against real defenses, but I just don't know if Will Grier can live up to that. Last year he threw for 3,864 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. Grier showed moments of greatness, but also of major disappointment. My NFL comparison to him is Ryan Fitzpatrick, because isn't that what Ryan Fitzpatrick is? He's greatness and then stink. Now, the 7th best quarterback, I know a lot of people are going to be against me here, but I believe it's Trace McSorley in this upcoming draft. He made the Nittany Lions playoff contender for the past few years. He has excellent accuracy, but the problem with him is his arm strength. And he runs first if he's under pressure. But he's great at getting away from the pressure. And if you bootleg him, there's no one that's going to be able to stop this man. Last year, all of his top targets dropped, which is why his numbers were so drastically lower than last year's. He only threw for 2,530 yards this year, 18 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. My NFL comparison of Trace McSorley is Taysom Hill. Number 8, the 8th best quarterback, is Brett Rypien from Boise State. I'm sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. He's an excellent quarterback. He can throw. He makes the right reads, and he rarely throws interceptions. His arm strength is his biggest weakness. He's extremely accurate with the ball, but he does not have fantastic arm strength. Last year, he threw for 3,705 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. My NFL comparison to him is Case Keenum. Again, there's not a lot of gems out there, but your best bet, if you're looking for a quarterback and you have other positions that need, my opinion, you should take someone that your position need first, like an edge rusher, which is plentiful this year, and get one of these quarterbacks late in the draft. Now there's 2 more quarterbacks left. The 9th best quarterback is Tyree Jackson out of Buffalo. He is so huge, and it makes me love him. 6'7". Not many passes are going to be batted down. His biggest strength is his arm strength and his ability to make plays on the ground. His greatest weakness is probably his accuracy. He's not very accurate with the ball. Last year, he threw for 3,131 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. My comparison of Tyree Jackson is a Josh Allen type, a guy who can throw it a long ways, but he's struggling with his accuracy. Now, the 10th best quarterback, this is my last one, guys. He's Clayton Thorson out of Northwestern. Maybe you heard of him. When they recruited him, they were saying he was going to be a pro quarterback all the way, but the fact is he really just has not. He's shown glimpses of greatness, but he has not lived up to the hype of his name, making mistake after mistake. He is slow to escape the pocket and is not great with the deep ball. My NFL comparison of him is to Deshaun Kaiser. Those are the 10 best quarterbacks in this year's draft, in my opinion. Let me know if you disagree in the comments below. I'm going to see you guys next week for the draft. Thanks. Bye.